Today is April 9th, and the Dodgers look to tie the series up against the Diamondbacks and avoid a three-game skid in the final fourth game of this series. They are definitely rolling out, let's call it a lineup, and we'll just get right into that. Mookie Betts is leading off in right field. Freddie Freeman behind him at first base. Nothing new there. However, we have David Peralta for the first time this year batting third, and in left field batting cleanup is JD Martinez. Max Muncy moves down in the lineup to fifth and still at third base. Miguel Vargas is at second base. James Outman is back in center field. Miguel Rojas makes his way back into the lineup. Hopefully his groin is feeling better. Austin Barnes is catching, and on the mound is right-hander Michael Grove. Leading things off for the Diamondbacks is Josh Rojas at third base. Geraldo Perdomo's at second. Pavin Smith batting third, recently called up and is DHing. Christian Walker's at first. Corbin Carroll's in left. Jake McCarthy's in right. Alec Thomas is in center. Nick Ahmed at shortstop. Josh Herrera is behind the dish today for the D-backs batting ninth. And then number 8 overall prospect for the Diamondbacks, Ryan Nelson, will be taking the pill for them. Before we get into this lineup, let's look at the pitching matchup. Michael Grove, we last saw him against the Rockies. This is very much a situation where looking at the box score won't tell you a whole lot. He was 4 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts, and it's a 6.75 ERA. However, he actually looked really good. First of all, he played sick and still pitched very well. And he was scoreless through 4 innings going into the 5th inning until a missed 3-2 or missed call on a 3-2 count erased a strike him out, throw him out, and led to a walk instead. So instead of getting no men on, 2 outs, he was no outs, 2 men on, and it kind of just unraveled from there. So I don't really blame him as much because it's a tough situation to be put in. Obviously, it's impossible to say, that he still wouldn't have given up 3 runs with no men on and 2 outs, but it is far less likely. His slider looked great. It actually induced his highest whiff percentage. He had 8 whiffs on 12 swings, and he was really good at limiting hard contact. He only allowed 1 hard hit ball all night. So I think going into tonight, let's just see a little bit more consistency to see if that slider is still looking as deadly as ever. On the Diamondbacks side, they're marching out Ryan Nelson. He's their number 8 overall prospect. He's a primarily 4-seam fastball thrower, but he has this year upped his slider usage. He's throwing his 4-seam about 45% of the time, which is down last year where he threw it nearly 70% of the time. And his slider is ticked up to 34%. His fastball averages 95, but it can get as high as 98. And then his off speeds besides the slider is he'll occasionally throw a changeup that averages 82 miles an hour. And he started mixing in a cutter this year, and he does have a curve. It's very much mid to high 90s fastball, and then a lot of mid to low 80s off speed to play off his fastball. So hopefully the Dodgers, he doesn't mess with the Dodgers timing too much. He had 3 outings last year, and the Dodgers did see him once. And of course, we made him look like the return of Pedro Martinez. He went 6 innings on 81 pitches, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and he K'd 6. So maybe this time around, Dodgers will actually get to him. We do need that to happen today to avoid a 3-game losing streak and avoid losing the series to the Diamondbacks. All right, let's look at this lineup. This lineup today is definitely the most questionable of the ones that the Dodgers have put out this year. Let's start with Miguel Rojas coming back. Happy to see that. Hopefully his groin's feeling better. I imagine with how cautious the Dodgers are with injured players that he's feeling close to, if not 100%. So happy to see him back. Earlier in the year, Doc said he wanted to avoid having Will Smith catch 3 days in a row. So today we're seeing Austin Barnes batting ninth. However, we do need to win this game. It's not a must-win. It's early in the year, but to avoid a 3-game skid, when you don't have a stopper on the mound, you might as well have a stopper behind the plate. And Will Smith is arguably top 3 bat in this lineup, with Freddie Freeman being as consistent as he is, James Outman tearing the cover off the ball right now. it would be nice to see Will Smith to just kind of maybe lift up the offense a little bit and just, give Michael Grove a little bit more offensive cushion so that he doesn't feel as pressured to have to force pitches and force throws. I don't disagree with moving Max Muncy down in the lineup. He has been really struggling as of late, both defensively and offensively. So maybe having him bat fifth, again, just kind of alleviates a little bit of that pressure, takes a little bit of weight off his shoulders, and he can just kind of go out there and play and not worry too much about batting cleanup and needing to be a run producer. He can just kind of be a bat in the lineup. Where I'm kind of interested in, maybe they'll ask Doc this pregame or postgame, is David Peralta batting third. He's currently on a 5-game hitless streak. He's batting like 163 or 167 right now. I understand wanting to get his bat in the lineup, but Jason Hayward has been incredible so far. He's looked really good. He's looked the part. If we wanted to throw a guy in left field, maybe Jason Hayward said, I don't want to play left field, and so the Dodgers are respecting that. But it would seem like some combination of maybe James Outman at batting third if we really wanted to stick two left-handers in that top 4 while moving Max Muncy down. You could bat JD Martinez third and have Outman batting fourth or Hayward batting fourth. Two left-handed bats that have really produced recently. So that's kind of where I'm at in terms of avoiding a 3-game skid. This lineup is really interesting to me. It kind of reads, at least to me, as we're just trying some things out and let's see how it goes. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of production this lineup does get. So, yeah, that's all I've got. Hopefully we can talk. I will be posting a series recap later today after the game is over. So hopefully that'll have a little bit higher beat than we lost 3 of 4 to the Diamondbacks for the first time in what seems like forever. So, yeah, I will see you guys there.